Focus Up Show every Saturday, 9 a.m.
Tap in or tap out. Gentlemen, top of the morning.
What's happening?
Mr. El
Top of the
Pooh.
top.
How was your week, Mr. El Pooh?
Everything is everything, bro. I'm still here. Everything is here. I mean, I'm here, so it was all good, bro. So salute.
That's what's up. That's what's up, Mr. Nice Guy. How was your week?
Fine. That was a bad baseball day yesterday, but otherwise okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Wall. How was your week?
Very productive, my brother. Yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
How was
Good
yours,
stuff.
brother?
Good stuff. Well, I cannot complain. You know what I mean? Smooth. No roadblocks in my way, so I can't complain. First Lady J, how was your week? How you doing?
My week was great. I can't complain, fellas.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Looking good, girl. I like your hair.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
That's right. That's right. It's October the 15th, 2022. Focus Up Show. I appreciate y'all tapping in this morning. As always, please like, share, subscribe to the show. We about to kick off. Well, actually, we got some in the news stuff we're going to talk about, or we want to bring in our guests first before we get into the news, y'all.
You know him. We love him. That's the homie, Mr. Kilo 2, a rapper. You know how he do. He love living that life of what it do? Bring him on. Where he at?
Mr. Kilo 2, how you doing?
Uh-oh.
AT&T, help. AT&T, where you at? Well,
he probably was better on the echo chamber.
Mr. Kilo 2, you there? Well, that's Mr. Kilo 2.
Decided they wanted to read.
Hey, you know what you should do, brother? You should go back on that computer we was on, bro, because this is worse. I don't know how it just started jacking up while we live right now.
Yeah, right. But
all that Steeler stuff.
Yeah, I think that's making them, making them worse.
Y'all got I'm gonna call up Obama. I'm gonna call up Obama phone.
There you go, Mr. Kilo 2. How you doing this morning?
What it do, y'all? What it do?
Appreciate you having you on the show.
Yes, sir, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man. It's like they glitching, man. They don't want a real nigga on the show. That's how I feel what it is, though.
Well, we've been shouting you out every week. This is the one we're going to shout you out even while you're on the show during our little shout out. So that's what it is. But let's get into this show, my brother. Where we at, JC?
Right now, we in the news, Mr. Walk. We got Nuri Martinez and some other co-workers. I'm pretty sure everybody that heard about it. LA City Council, president resigns. I'm pretty sure y'all know the background behind it. It's very unfortunate, I would say, to really hear about this. And but at the same time, I think it should open up everybody's eyes to really see, the mean-spirited people in this world, man. You really gotta be mean. You really gotta be, I don't know, a certain type of individual to feel a certain way about a race or about races, that really done nothing to you. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it's very unfortunate a person in that position, with all that power, feels that way.
It definitely. Those comments was made while they was doing a redistricting meeting. It was redistricting, and they're exuding their racism. And this stuff happens all the time. They just got caught. And that's a damn shame. The position that woman is in. And the other two that was kiki and having and laughing, you know they had jokes too. We probably got to hear the whole audio. They just zeroed in on her. But the other two cats, they need to go as well.
I agree. I think everybody in that conversation, I think it was 4 people. All 4 need to be up out of there. You know what I mean? They just need to go, man. It's just not a good fit. I heard 2 don't want to resign. 2 don't want to leave. So this is not over. You know what I mean? By far. First Lady
Where you
J,
at, TS? I know you got something to say on this, brother.
Yeah, well, problem is this, you know, in this day and age, you can't be putting out anything out there, despite what's going on in your head. You know, this stuff is going to be audio, going to be recorded. And I mean, like you said, they were in a district meeting. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that basically heard that and didn't say nothing about it, didn't have no problem with it, didn't address it. So, I mean, it's a bunch of failures. I mean, you know, in the public light, those are not the mistakes that you can make. And of course, you know, the bottom line is just despicable talk, especially talking about a kid and just, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Calling a little boy a monkey, man. See, that's why I'm rocking with my boy Gascon, baby. I'm rocking with Gascon. You know what it is. That's the homie. Where you at, Kilo 2? What's poppin', brother?
Uh-oh.
Damn, bro.
now you muted, bro.
You muted.
Oh, unmute yourself.
No, I didn't mute it. This thing is, you know what I mean? Y'all sure don't like me, man. Just say you don't like me, bro. Y'all ain't gotta be doing me like this, man. Just say you don't like me, bro.
What you got on the topic at hand, Mr. Kilo 2? How you feel about the situation?
I actually can't hear y'all. I don't know what's going on, bro. For some reason I can't hear you.
All right, passing it off. Lady J, what you got to say about this?
Okay, well, what I have to say about Nuri is I'm actually glad that she said what she said. It was wrong what she said, but I'm glad because what's in the dark will come to light, and that's just what happened. It showed us who our people are out there voting for, who we putting out here, letting the officials. Had she not said what she had to say, we wouldn't even know how she really felt. And as a mother, as a parent, to say that about someone's child and to talk about taking the child around the corner, beating you know what? Now she just did her, you know what, around the corner and think about what she did. I'm glad she resigned. It was a smart move. But at the same time, I'm actually glad she said what she said. It was wrong because she doesn't deserve to be one of the officials.
All right, but check this out though. I can hear y'all now. I'm on now. Check it out. I think one of the biggest issues is that we're kind of missing is the fact that it seems like people don't want to resign until they get caught. This is the kind of systemic racism stuff that's been going on for a long time. It's continually going on. And then, you know, what I find is real strange is that it seems like, you know, I remember back in the day, man, where Hispanics and blacks, like we were all together, you know what I'm saying? And then it just seems like as they separated from us, they begin to be racist toward us, like the people was racist toward them. You know what I mean? It's almost like I'm going to separate myself from y'all so we can be racist too, so we can blend in with the upper white echelon, so we can look down upon y'all too, so people won't look down upon us. But at the end of the day, you know, it's like this has been going on. This is going on right now. And guess what? It was other people part of that phone call that just didn't get caught yet. It was other people. It's other people that still in them jobs that got the same views. So when they rezone and redistricting, what they're trying to do is they're trying to remove the lines around so they can get all the money in their zone and keep the poor people in somebody else's zone. And then that way, when these big contractors come through and are coming in all these millions and billions of dollars, they can go ahead and get paid on the table. Like, yeah, go ahead, I'll give you a permit to build a shopping center over here. And that's just what it's gonna go, man. Money is the corruption.
Indeed. Yeah, indeed. Facts. Where you at, El Pooh?
Well, I agree with everything everybody has said so far. But as far as, you know, thing and moving the lines around and stuff like that. It's called gerrymandering. It's just a part of government. This is what happens. Everybody's entitled to have an opinion. It's about how you express it. Now, I don't care what she thinks. I care what she says or what they say. You know what I'm saying? Then those other 2 or 3 or whatever it was that agree with it, yeah, they all need to go.
I know this. I done been at jobs. I done experienced a lot of racism from a lot of my Latino brothers. And my folks is from Central America. You know what I mean? But I've lived with Mexican neighbors my whole life, even right now. Just my boy, Juan. But I'm telling you, a lot of times they do be racist on the low. Hey, I got to say something to this guy. Pedro, you tried to get me fired. It didn't work. Yeah, boy.
Pedro, a cold piece of work.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Straight cross artist.
Mr. Nice Guy, you put the 2 cents in on the topic already?
Let's move on. He did. Let's move on. Where we at?
Right, y'all want to tap into this 50 Cent situation with his son receiving like $6,700, or y'all just want to move on to the?
No, let's go. We talk about.
It's in the news out there right now that 50 Cent's son is complaining about receiving $6,700 in what's that, child support, and he's complaining that that's not enough.
Wait, I don't think he's not receiving anything. He's not receiving nothing from Pops no more because he's like 22 or something. He's
25.
How old is he? 25.
Oh, he grown.
Yeah, he old enough for that fade. I'm telling you.
Point. That's the point. He's grown.
Right. And here's the thing. He has some type of animosity toward Pops. I think it's like entitlement. He feels
That's
like
exactly what it is.
Yeah, I should be on TV, but let's check it out, young boy. You have 0 talent.
Zero, yeah.
0.
And you would think being 50 Cent's son that he would actually find his own lane. This is the thing, you in your mid-20s, you had plenty of time to figure out what it was you want to do while you was under your pop's ring. What it was is you wanted to stay on the tit too long, and then pops was like, no, you grown, get up out of here. But that's not the side of the story that'll ever be told. You know what I mean? The funny thing is I had to do my own kids the same way. Like, what? You're 19. If you don't get up out of here and go get you, well, we rich. No, nigga, excuse me. We not rich. You know what I'm saying? We rich. We not rich. I'm rich. Well, we got a house on the lake. No, I got a house on the lake. Well, it's 3 benches outside, and none of them got your name on it. It's the entitlement. Then it's like, when they in the jam, instead of trying to figure it out, the first thing they do is they want to call. I shouldn't be the number one call. You grown. You don't want to hear. This is the thing. I guarantee you, this is one of the situations. His son didn't want to listen to 50 Cent's tutelage all of this time. I'm sure, man. There's not a dad. I don't care, a good dad, bad dad, halfway dad. There's not a dad on this planet that's not going to try to give his son or his daughter some type of game while they're under their wing, while they're at that young age. And what happened was he was resistant to everything that 50 was trying to get to him. And now that he's grown and he realized that life is real, bills are real, and don't nobody see him the way they see his pops. Now all of a sudden he got this gripe, and the first thing to do is attack my dad and make it seem like he ain't doing nothing and try to pressure him to do something for me. It's almost like extortion, if you ask me.
Ooh, where that horn at, brother?
Well, it says estranged, so I don't know if he's like, I don't know how much he's been in his life. I don't know if this is the one who's been sending shots all the time, and probably a lot of it's been influenced by his mom. But
that's what I was finna say. I think a lot of this is stemming from his mom speaking through him. You understand what I'm saying? Not saying he might not have his own, his own reasons of what he's saying, but at the same time, it just sounds like a lot of that is coming from his mom's, and $67. Yeah, your pops is a billionaire, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he need to spread his hustle. He need to find his own way out there. Like Mr. Kilo 2 said, he had time to find out who he is living up under his pops. You know what I mean? To find out which direction he want to go into. I don't know what direction he going into. It like he going nowhere.
Yeah.
Let me say this. Yo, hey, as far as what his mom said or didn't say, to me, that's totally irrelevant.
Thank you.
After you turn 20 or 18, I don't give a rest behind about nothing. And here is the solution for that. Wait, I got it right here. Hold on, let me grab it. These hands.
Hey, but check this out. Check this out, Mr. Walk. You right. That's probably why it's called why he's estranged, because 50 probably did go grab him in and was like, dude, because like Mr. JC said. Yeah. Once you at a certain age, you know what I mean? And like you said also, well, once you at a certain age, bro, like mama's influence, daddy's influence, all that stuff is irrelevant. You grown now. What do you think about me? And now if this is still going on after you 18, now this becomes your ideology. This becomes your way of looking at it. And you think what I shouldn't have done. Bro, no, everybody on this show, man, everyone that has kids, even right now, they're still in the house, man. Look, no, they never think that you've done as much as you should have done. It doesn't matter. That's just called being a parent. Sometimes you gotta just take that hit. I got kids that think, well, you should have done more. How? I did the best I could with what I had. Now. So the thing is, if all I have is $49 and I give you $49, you expecting 100% out of me, but I only have 49%. And I gave you all 49% of that. I gave you everything I had. So I gave you 100, but you're looking at it wrong. The thing is, the values is mixed up. You don't understand that I don't owe you nothing. Life don't owe you nothing. And I believe that that's a lesson that 50 is trying to teach his son. I don't owe you nothing. Life don't owe you nothing. I got you to 18. After that, you got to find your own way. You had plenty of time. Go do you. And no, so guess what? You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out when you laid up by the liquor store. Y'all bet you figure that out then.
Max, cut that ass. Hey, I'm with all fades for all kids over 18. Cut them.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And don't let your kids guilt trip you. And the thing is, man, look, you had plenty of time. If you didn't listen, you gonna listen to them streets. Them streets gonna let you know what it is. And now,
wait, Kilo, too. I gotta cut you off. Let some other people eat. Come on, who else want to eat? Come on, where you at? Where you at, El Poo?
Where you at?
Kilo 2 show.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Where you at?
Well, it's an old country song that says, "Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be busters."
I thought it was Cowboys, but okay.
Well, it's a black man.
Other song.
Never mind. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying, Kilo 2. Never mind.
First lady.
A woman that feels entitled will raise a child that feels entitled. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Or a woman scorned. A woman scorned. This is the thing. You got these women that'll destroy their children just to make you feel bad.
Yes, that too.
Wait, Wait, hold on. Let's segue into the next topic.
First Lady J didn't give her piece though.
No, I actually said Kilo pretty much wrapped it up. He summed everything pretty much up. At the bottom line, it does sound like pretty much entitlement, but he pretty much said everything that needs to be said on that one.
Okay,
so I don't have much to say because I'll just be piggybacking off of what he said.
All right, well,
segue. Let's go.
Let's move it on, y'all. How long do you pay your grown child's bills?
Now, let me say something on this because just coming from the 50 Cent topic, we pretty much elaborated enough about paying grown kids' bills. When this topic came up, it was more so supposed to be about cell phone bills. I want to clarify that because a lot of us parents.
What do you mean?
That's what it was really originally supposed to be about, but because we have this 50 Cent thing, it just went hand in hand. And the reason why I was saying cell phone bills, because we as parents, we tend to have our kids up on our cell phone accounts And when they get 18, 20, 21, 25, they're pretty much grandfathered in on our accounts. So it's when do we take them off and allow them to start paying our cell phone bills? That was the original question at hand. But when the 50 Cent situation came up, and I think Kilo, like I said, he just said a whole lot about paying bills for kids.
Let me say this. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, Lady J, but
go ahead.
I don't know what planet that is where anybody pay anything for me. I remember I never got nothing from nobody. Now this cell phone paying, you paying kids cell phones? People doing that?
We didn't have no cell phones.
Right. My daughter is 12. She does have a cell phone and it's connected to the account, but that is just part of the account because you know how they dish out them phones. But that's gonna stop soon as she hit that 18 mark.
That's the question at hand. When do you cut it off? When do you stop?
But we ain't talking about cell phones though. We talking about everything. There are some people who are paying their kids rent, paying their children's, buying them clothes, and they're old as me, probably. But I'm telling you, because my son got friends like that. Dude is 22 years old, live with mama, got a kid, and he under mama roof. She paying for everything. You ain't working, boy. I hope you don't.
Okay, hold up, but there's an exception. There's an exception, Jaywalk. There's an exception to that. Hold on.
Go ahead.
This is the thing. I totally agree with what everybody said on the panel, but this is the thing. I have one condition, because the reason why I speak so highly about this, man, because it's personal. I actually been through all of the stuff that we talking about right now, so that's why I'm so passionate. But at the end of the day, if you under my roof, you pass 18, you in the military, you in college, you doing something, and you need some further assistance, I got you. But ain't no living up under me, just sucking off of me, being a parasite and not doing nothing. That's the problem. You got these kids, they're not going into no careers. They're not in a sheriff academy. They're not nowhere trying to build a future. They just laid up, and you want me to pay the bill so you can F better, and I'm not gonna do that. Period. Yeah, but now, if you got some kind of thing going on in your life to where you got a career, like, you know, hey, Dad, you know, I'm in college, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't have a job, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to get this bachelor's, this master's, you know, I got cell phone bill, I got you, light bill, whatever I got you. Because if there's a goal towards something, but just lay it up and just expecting it, nah, out of here.
Floyd, somebody have a comment. Floyd X, we stopped paying our children phone bill at 22 years old. Damn, y'all, what is this, the Bel Air show? This is a fresh. Y'all got money like that?
Hey, but they was probably in college though. They was
I don't give a F that. Get a job at five guys.
That would be the only exception, like Mr. Kilo too said. You know, if you're under my rules, you got to be either going to school, you know what I mean, going to college, or have a job. You know what I mean? For me to help you. Other than that, you can't just be living up under my house and not contributing nothing. That's not me raising a productive child. You understand what I mean? That I think that's feeding them false hope, false pretenses.
Yeah, I told my 24-year-old son when he moved out, and then he came back. I said, "Look, son, I'm in a 4-bedroom house by myself. I ain't got no room." I'm sorry, I'm on. Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's move on because we got some.
No. I got something to say about this.
Come on.
Yeah. See, first of all, I have a policy when it comes to children. I always say this: I don't negotiate with terrorists. I don't have that relationship where you can talk to me or criticize me or whatever. The bottom line is it's a heavy hand always in my household. So my daughter would never fix her mouth and say, you didn't do this or you didn't whatever. She understood. She was raised to know that, look, I'm preparing you to be an adult.
That's right.
You become an adult, you need to function like an adult. So when she went to college, ultimately she, got her job. She's paying her own phone bill. I mean, she moved out to a whole different, city, college, she's covering all that stuff. Ultimately, she's, doing her own thing. I mean, she's completely self-sufficient, but I mean, that's, you know, she's not thinking about what I haven't done for her. She's appreciative of what I have done for her.
There you go. That's the difference. That's the difference.
You know what I mean? But we gonna Mr. El Poo, you had anything you wanted to touch on this topic?
I think y'all covered it. Salute.
All right, copy that. All right, well, we're gonna jump on to topic number 2 at hand. If your mom's disrespecting your mate, what do you do?
How do you handle it? What do you do?
First,
who want to go first?
Woo, it got quiet. Woo, it got quiet over there.
I'm gonna sum it up like this. You know, I'm gonna go right to my mom. So I'm gonna look her in her face. I'm gonna say, Mom, you know what? I love you. I'm gonna pick her up and then I'm gonna body slam her. You know don't you ever talk to my woman like that, Mom? You're going straight out of line.
Hey, nigga, you forgot. Hey, you forgot. I know your mama, nigga. That ain't happening. I know your mama.
Right?
He woke up.
So it's just like, you know, I think when it comes to that, some people will just have to swallow their pride. I mean, it depends on how far she's been disrespected. It's only so much you go say to your parents about them doing whatever. I bet, you know, I just have to tell her, don't come around. You might just, you know, give her space, give him space. You know what I mean? But what else can you do to, you know, well, how can you handle it? It's kind of difficult. You know what I mean?
Been there, done that. So check it out. One of the things we got to understand is that the whole point of us leaving our parents' nest is to build our own empire, to build our own legacy. All right. We piggybacking off of everything they taught us, as we should. But at the end of the day, my mate is here to help me get this grind. My mate is here to help me do what I need to do. And this is my household. Now, my mom, you know what I mean? She's going to have her opinion because I'm an only child. I'm going to always be her baby, no matter how old I am. I get that. But at the end of the day, respect is respect, and respect is all across the board. Without respect, nothing functions. A lot of us have been to the pen. We know how respect is everything. And it's the same thing on the street. If you can't respect my mate, then you might not want to be where my mate dwells, and my mate dwells with me. So it's no disrespect. You know, it's like I've had to have that conversation. Like, hey, mama, I love you. You know you my girl, but look, we can't vibe like that, because when you create friction where I lay my head at, when you leave, I'm still stuck in that stress. I can fight the whole world, but I can't fight the world and then come home and have to fight home too. This is my sanctuary, and this should be the one place I have peace. And if you can't understand that, you know, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? But we're gonna have to figure out a different type of relationship. And it's stuck, and she got it, and she wasn't happy about it. But you know, she called back a couple days later. She was hot, but she called back a couple days later, said, "You know what? You're right. I apologize. You a grown man. That's your spouse." And this is the thing. And my spouse didn't do anything disrespectful to her. She just felt like, you taking my time, you taking this, you always in the way, you always in the kitchen. But it's my kitchen, it's my time, it's my man. You know, your son is not your man.
Mr. Kilo, too, I'm telling you, I done went through this situation as well. My mother-in-law lived with me, and it was weird that my wife was complaining about my mama. But I'm like, your mother lived with us. So if you talk about my mama disrespected you, I'm like, my mama don't live here though. Like, and a person like me, I'm always very respectable to all of my elders. If you are elder to me, if you older than my old ass, I got respect for you, and I will give you that respect.
There you go.
I was like, with my situation, I was just on some like, you think I love everybody in your family? Your dad, I see how they come at me when everything, but as soon as I come in the door, hey, how you doing, Mr. Cliff? How you doing, sir? And all that. Handshaking, everything, straight up, eye contact, hugs and all that, even if it's fake. But a lot of times, some women, they be having some weird attitudes. Like my ex used to have weird attitudes. I be looking at her like, why you got the stank face on? Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Right.
Yeah. So it's what it is. Where we at? Where you at, TS? Where you at?
Man, well, first of all, my mother is a respectful person, so plus my mother loves my wife, so that's really never an issue. But theoretically, if it did happen, I mean, that's the thing, you have to pull moms to the side respectfully.
Respectfully,
like,
right?
Hey, you're creating problems for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the bottom line. I mean, when you talked about where you lay your head at, gotta have peace in your home. But on the flip side of that, look, I come from a culture and a way of thinking where elders get a little bit of leeway. So, I mean, I've seen that video where the girlfriend was complaining about the mother sitting up front. And I'm like, just let the mama sit up front.
Let the mama sit up front. Right. Facts. But when we talk about a little leeway, that's exactly what we're talking about. Because before the talk, I let a lot of stuff slide under the radar. But at some point, when you know what I mean, sometimes you give somebody an inch, they'll go a mile.
Yeah, you gotta draw that line. First lady,
so you got to, especially when they're your mama, because now you're talking about entitlement again. That's my son. You know what I mean? That's his house. You know what I mean? So it's like, if it's his house, it's my house. And you got to kind of like, hold on, come on, slow down.
Hey, my boy Kilo flossing us. He like, that's his boat. That's not your boat. That's his boat. That's his mansion.
It was my boat, though, but not my mansion.
First lady, yes.
First lady.
Okay. Well, I've never been in a situation to where my mom was disrespectful to my mate, but I have been that one to where someone has disrespected me. My ex, I left California and went to the East Coast, and my ex, his mom was jealous that that was way back when VCRs was out. He bought me a VCR, and some other items, and she was really pissed off that he didn't buy it for her. And she came in there out of nowhere and told me she was gonna slap the ish out of me. And I told her, if you slap me, I'm gonna slap your back.
Wow.
So I said, my own mom, nobody threatens to put their hands on me. I'm a grown woman with a child of my own. So in your house, if you slap me, in your own house. And I called her son up. He left work and he came home and he said, Mom, check this out. This is my girl. You're my mom. Two different type of love, two different type of relationships. I have to sleep with her every single night. I don't have to sleep with you every night. So we packing our stuff and we getting out of here because she will slap you back.
Facts.
Can I get the last word on this? Okay. Sometimes, when something like that happens, what I would do, I would go to my mom, look her straight in the eye and say, Mom, I love you. But now I knew it was a reason why my father left your ass.
He gave himself a horn.
Hey, that's the realest thing I've heard all week.
All right, y'all. On that note, we're gonna move on forward to the next topic. Actually, we're gonna do some shout outs right quick. Shout out to La Brea Trucking, Muhammad Meats, Homies Way Car Club, Black August Studios, Focuz, Wake Up, Clean Up, Stand Up, Disney Magical Adventures, and as well as Kilo 2 and Nola J. You can find their music on all music platforms. And with
Speaking of Kilo 2, I know somebody's in the background. Run it. Sound.
Don't feel good when your sound don't work up. It could be within your background.
Ladies only tengo two sinners, doing me solo, y estuvo no sneakers. 9 capítulos en mi vida, incluso en el tuyo, mamá mira. Telepatía is what's bringing us near. Más cerca, tú sabes, amor, descubrí.
That's my son Lake. That's my son Lake right there.
Hey, you don't know where that was at.
Hey, I
Oh,
follow
boy,
you
that was at
on
Toluca Lake,
Instagram.
boy. Knock it
I'll
off.
see you on Instagram, brother. Go ahead.
That
Go
was at
ahead.
Toluca Lake, boy. Knock it off.
Hey,
Hey, on
salute.
the, hey, but on a serious note, Mr. Kilo, how long you been in the music?
Oh man, shoot. You would know better than me. Yeah, you was around when I started. Man,
So you have any new projects coming out?
yeah, man. Well, I just I've been riding with the Rough Riders, you know what I mean? It's official. I'm officially a Rough Rider. So yeah, you know what I mean? We've been doing some things, man. I'm actually about to do an event in El Paso, and I got a new project coming out called The Chocolate Bruce Wayne. Now, yeah, so I got some new things going on. I'm working on this Rough Rider anthem. It's actually out. I haven't released it yet. But we got some things in the works, man. You know what I'm saying, with some artists and stuff. I'm just doing my thing, man. Just really just not trying to do too much, but just enough just to be like, I'm still here. I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. That's it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell a quick story. I remember our first time I met Kilo. We actually JC put us on the phone together. We was doing our rap thing, but then when we first seen each other, it was in the home tank, and we talking, and we were talking. You know, everybody in there talking, and then I mentioned JC, and Kilo got mad. Like, he was like, "What you about to say about JC?" And I'm like, "No, that's my guy right there." Whoa, 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 whoa. And he's like, "Oh," he's like, "That's my best friend." I'm like, "Nigga, that's my best friend, nigga." But yeah, that was in Van Nuys home take. That was like, but yeah, that's our first.
Well, you already know how the county stuff go, man. We up in the home take, somebody be trying to put smut on your dude's name. Right. It's like, hold up, like what? I didn't know what was coming out next. Like, what's up? But it was all good, thankfully. You know what I mean? Because it would have been another story had it had something else been said.
I know, yeah, we have a different story up there. Hey, but that's our first. This is a good, solid brother. We've been, and that's our relationship. Because even out here where I'm at, we bump into each other a few times, and that's my guy, Kilo too. That's JC guy. Really, that's like
what's up.
You know what's crazy is that when we was in the pen, man, me and my boy, we was keeping each other alive up in there. We got out and we had lost contact with each other. One day, man, I was jogging. I was on my fitness thing. I'm fresh out with the high pro glow on the dubs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing my jogging thing, and I hear somebody like, "Kilo." And I'm like, first of all, ain't nobody supposed to know me out here. I'm shook. I'm trying to figure out, okay, should I keep running and act like I don't hear them? And I looked over, and my boy was at the tire shop, man, getting a tire fix on his car. And that's how I had reunited with him. I was like, JC, he was like, yeah. I was like, oh. And you know what I mean? And ever since, man, we ain't lost contact, man. When I tell you that's my day one, man, like, we go a lot of years, you go a lot of years, and you see people fall off out of your life, man, left and right. You know what I mean? People are dying every day, man. It's like, it's a crazy time, to be around, to be alive, man. And so you got somebody, man, that you're close to, that your loved one, man, and y'all still vibe. Hold on to them day ones, because these new people,
man,
I don't do new people, bro. Like, man. I don't really do new people like that. Bro, even being a Rough Rider, I don't. Yeah.
Every time I meet somebody new, my thing be like, I should have whooped their ass, or I want to whoop their ass. Like, or am I gonna have to whoop his ass? Like,
right.
That don't work, bro. Yeah.
Loyalty is hard to come by, man. So y'all got somebody, man, that y'all loyal to. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that.
Hey, y'all, we're gonna move into the next topic. Is marriage more important than college?
Where's the man behind the scenes? Where you at?
Where he at? Where Mr. Background at?
Yeah, this is his title.
I'm right here. I had to throw on my Green Bay hat because I was watching too much yellow and black on my camera. I'm like, man, I need to.
No, so, Mr. X, is marriage more important than college?
Hell yeah, it is more important than college. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me get my shit right real quick. Oh, here we go.
Man, we're gonna have to take you off.
It is. Marriage is more important than college. The reason being that, you know, that's your life that you're gonna start. You building something with a person. It's tantamount. And the conversation started with I listened to Kevin Samuels, and he spoke on that. This is one of his topics that he always put out there, as far as how women particularly would put college ahead of marriage and focus on their careers and get out there in the workforce and compete with men in the job field, as opposed to focusing on building a family. So the whole point of the question is to put it out there. We know we got First Lady J, the lady on the show, but it's also to bring it to other women, to make them ask themselves that question, particularly younger ladies in their 20s and just fresh out and about to make that decision. Do they focus on marriage, or do they focus on a career? And so that's the whole point of putting that question out there. Is marriage more important than college? So let's go. Who want to speak on it?
Well, I'm gonna take that fade.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I would say college would be more important than marriage, for the simple reason you need financial stability, you know what I mean, to support your marriage, and your family per se. So me personally, I would say you would need some type of education background as well as financial stability to support your family. And I think moving forward, it would be more beneficial to invest in college and go to school before you decide to settle down and make a family. That way you could be stable in your background. You know what I mean? You'll have something to support you in your family. You know what I mean?
So for the first time in 20 years, I actually disagree with my boy. For the first time in 20 years, look, marriage.
Hey, that was a fade.
Marriage is the same. Listen, marriage and college is the same thing. That's the same thing. Marriage is college. You know what I mean? The thing is, you're gonna need a support system wherever you go, man. Like I said, a lot of us on this line together, we didn't make it to where we are right now without each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna need a support system now, because most circumstances are different. You have nowadays in 2022, you got women by the time they 19, 20, they already got a baby. It's already something there. It's already a piece of a family in a work. So you're gonna need some support, man, because without support, who gonna watch that baby while you ain't got? Who gonna have your back when you tired and you need to look at them books and the baby need bath or your family? You know what I mean? Like, that college, man. And this is the thing: you get all that success and you lonely and miserable because you didn't take time out to figure out and to push them books on your family and learn your spouse, learn your role, learn what works and what don't work. You put all your marbles in that job, and then that job fire you, and you get fired. Now you don't have no family. I think having a support system is most important. I'm not saying that college is not important. Education is very important. You think that education is expensive? Try ignorance. Ignorance is way more expensive than college.
Yeah, you put all them years into her, and she run off with Sancho.
Okay.
Okay.
Got the perspective of three men. It's time for the lady to speak on it.
I'm gonna pass the mic to one of the lovely ladies that's on the car with me, because she is dying to jump in and comment on this. I knew this was gonna happen. I just wanted to blindside you guys with it.
Let's go.
What's the sister name?
She's gonna introduce herself.
Hi guys, I'm Tabitha Reed, and I think this is a great subject, and it's something that I've talked to my girlfriends about, especially my girlfriend who has daughters. And I'm a college graduate, and I've been married, but it saddens me to see Black successful women, educated women by themselves, successful and by themselves.
Right.
And I will say that I do think college is important, but it's not the end game. College isn't for everyone. College is debt. And there, first and foremost, I believe in entrepreneurship.
Hey, that was a biased horn. I'm biased to that. What she said. I love it.
That's right.
Go on, sister. Keep going, sister.
No, so I think we need to promote more entrepreneurship, number one. But I do feel that women, let me not say Black women, but Black women, I really feel need to focus on being a wife first, and keep education in there, keep entrepreneurship in there. But there's too many successful Black women single right now, and
that's right, lonely.
They're taunting their degrees, and that's great. I have one, I'm that woman, and I make 6 figures. I'm that, but I'm alone. I mean, I was married, but
you make what?
You got to put your husband.
Wait. Inbox. Wait. Hold on. Wait, I don't mean to interrupt you, my sister, but here's the thing. I think a lot of times the whole marriage narrative is being like, that's plan B. That's starting to be plan B with Black folks. And I'm going to say Black folks because we talking to our people right here. They putting that on the back burner. I think it should be at the foremost so we can be together and raise these Black children together. I am divorced. I'm divorced twice, but I didn't plan on being divorced twice. And I think it's important that we do marry and stay within the Black community. Now, as far as school, see, everybody, as far as marriage, it's like they're planning for the marriage not to work. They're planning like, well, in case this nigga act up or do something stupid, I'm gonna leave his ass. I got my
backup plans, right?
Yeah. Where my horns from?
And one thing too. There's when you look at, and I hate to compare us to them because they're so different, but when you look at whites, they don't do that. They value marriage. There's all my white counterparts that I work with, they're all married, and marriage was a priority for them. And the white men, I'm gonna have to put this on Black men, because white men know the importance, and white women, they know the importance of partnership. Black men do not value that shit. They ain't necessarily out trying to find a wife. They just trying to fuck. And that's fucked up. Because
this is the thing though, but I have to interject. I have to interject because the thing is you can't model something that you haven't seen. And if you think about it, like I've never seen a successful functional marriage. I've never seen one. And you know what? The funny thing is, out of everyone that I know, in terms of my family, I'm the only person that has a functional. I'm the only person that has no drama, no side babies, no, you know what I mean? No side. I'm the only person that have a successful marriage, and not because I'm so great. It's just because I'm willing to work, and I think because I've been divorced once already.
I think it's because you got a lake. You got a lake.
That ain't wise. Supposed to lake dry out here, huh?
Hey, that's his lake.
It's just not.
We have to be able to see something in order to model it. It needs to be displayed, and this is why I'm working so hard to display this in front of my children right now, so they can see what a functional marriage looks like, so they can see what a functional family unit looks like. And I'm sorry for the ones that didn't get a chance to participate in that because I couldn't function with their mama, but. You seeing it now, and you still part of my life. You see, my life ain't no secret. It's on social media. You see me everywhere. You see my wife with me. You see everywhere I go. I have a lot of people around me, but my wife is there. And when she ain't there, it's still all good. She's still with me. So, we can't model function if we haven't seen it. We imitate what we see.
Hey,
my boy wife is by the door like.
One more lady I would like to speak, if you guys don't mind, while I have some women with me to help back me up.
Okay.
I told you guys I was coming for y'all one day. Okay.
Hi, I'm Rhonda. And I
Hey,
just wanted to
Rhonda,
say that
you made 6 figures.
I, I
Go
did
ahead,
it.
go
I
ahead. I'm
did it.
messing around.
But
I'm
I'm
messing
an entrepreneur and I'm not a college graduate and I do really good for myself, but I'm single. So, but getting older, um, my values have kind of changed. Whereas I wanted to be married,
Mm.
but with all my clients that I deal with, the majority of them don't want to be married,
Mm.
or they're in marriages where it's a financial. They're just
Mm.
there because of financial, you know, and it's really sad because when you're a little girl, that's the first thing you want to do. I want to get married. I want to have this
Yep.
big wedding,
Let me
and
Hmm.
let me
then
interrupt,
reality sets in, and you like, shit. Fuck,
sister.
I don't want to be married because if I'm gonna be married
Sister, can you hear
and
me?
I got to deal with all this other bull that I'm dealing with when I'm single, what's the point?
Sister, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you a question.
Hmm.
When you was in your youth, in your 20s, was marriage important to you?
Um, in my
Nope.
20s, I have my daughter at 21.
21.
So raising her and providing for her was more important than marriage.
So I mean,
And at that time, I was making hell. I didn't even realize that's what I was doing, making six figures back then.
but you was with
But
you was with the father of the child, right? The, don't want to get all in your business, but why wasn't that a possibility of being married, getting married?
because he wanted to be still in the streets, he was still doing other things besides. His head wasn't right.
Okay.
So because he didn't have his shit together, I had to go elsewhere.
So he
So
imitated what he saw. He wasn't taught
exactly.
how to be a man. That's the point I'm making. You can't be
Yeah.
a man and be a good husband if you haven't been taught it. Man, we from the hood, we from the city. Y'all already know what's up. I haven't seen. No one ever taught me anything about it. Was about get as many broads as you can, get this
Mm.
money, and all this
Right.
other stuff. This is what I was taught by the people that came before me. I was never taught to cherish a woman. I only learned that from my mother. And I'm
Mm.
thinking, well, she's just one voice out of 100. We have to be taught, and it's really messed up. But my sisters that's having these that has these babies, it's up to y'all, really.
But you have
It's
to not
our
realize.
problem. But it's with these women that have these children, it's like the dude ain't there. So what do?
Well,
You instill something in them to let them know, no, it's important. You may not see it, but I need you to understand that
So,
it's important.
so sister,
well,
sister.
also, real quick, also you have a lot of single mothers raising boys to be men, but also be how they want their boyfriend or their man to be,
Now,
and
Right.
it's different.
your child a boy or girl?
I have a daughter,
Okay. Now let me
and
ask. Now
my
this.
daughter is 31. She's
Woo.
been to college. She has a degree, and she's doing something totally. She's an entrepreneur now.
What did
So
as a mother? What did you express was more important to her?
for me, it was being able to do for yourself and be independent.
So you told
I
your
didn't
daughter
want
that
her
college
to
was more
ever
important.
have to struggle or be dependent on a man to do whatever she needed to do, and that's what she's doing.
So
So
There it
that's all I
is.
know. But even my parents were before my dad passed. They probably would have been married over about 64 years now.
so you
So I come from a two-parent home. So I saw what it was, what I thought was a functional marriage, and then getting older and see that, oh, it really wasn't that functional. But because it was hid from me and I didn't know all of that other stuff, it was what I thought a marriage was. And so
Wait,
that's
see,
why,
we,
go
we
on.
see we it's see that's the attitude we're growing up with. Like we trying to make everything perfect, but we
Right,
like I know this. I grew up with both my parents married for 51 years. My mom
right.
passed away in 2018, but they was married, and that's what I knew. Like you know, with my brother, he's been married.
For that.
Wait, he's been married over 23 years. I've been married twice. Big bro been married 4 times. Like we marriage minded. We getting married. We gonna, that's what we know. I'm looking for a wife too. 6 figures. But I'm trying to.
Put your number in the chat.
It's the love connection.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Let me address something. So again, I'm gonna use the word that they hate on this show. It's the depends. You know, when you young and you not in a relationship, that's when you need to be sort of like building yourself up, your college and whatever. I mean, that is your priority. Once you're married, well, of course, that's going to be your priority. Look, college is only going to be like maybe 4 years, maybe 8 years for some people. But marriage, in theory, is supposed to be a whole lot longer than that.
That's right.
So I mean, it depends. But you know, yeah, that's what's up. So again, take your ass to college and get married and stay married. Period.
That was my whole thing. Coming up out of high school, who's getting married right up out of high school? No, you need some type of education. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't see nobody getting married straight up out of high school and then working. So that's why I said I think college is more important. Then I guess the way it's worded should be different. But yeah, college, I think coming up out of high school for the most part, yeah, it should be done first before marriage. So you have some type of stability, something to fall back on.
And at the same time, when you go into college out of high school, you're still finding yourself. You're still developing.
Right.
So that should be a little bit more important because you might even find your mate in the college experience, you know, or you're going, you know, experience other people and, you know, other things. So you're still developing, you're still an adolescent. So I think you should get your education out the way and then get married. That's what I prefer. But I do want to say one thing too. All these ladies that's making that 6 figures and all that stuff, y'all need to become Captain Saver Bros.
What example would it be to my twin boys? What example if mama come and say today, what example is that to my twin boys?
Oh.
You let them know that it's possible. You let them know that it's possible that you too can bag you a 6-figure chick. Yeah, you can do it too. Yeah. That's all. It's just a good example.
That's all these women here claiming 6 figures. You see all these women, they all claiming 6 figures. All of them.
Hey, y'all.
$2 million in that car. They got about $4 million in that car. That's crazy.
We're actually getting in our limo now.
Ooh, limo. Mr. Jaywalk, speak on the limo. Speak on that.
What?
Oh, you talking about lakes and boats and speak on the limo, bro. Come on.
I ain't seen the limo.
Get them. They better get them too. Get them too.
I know you a guest. We don't treat our hosts like that. We just treat our guests like that.
All right, First Lady, are you still gonna be on the show, or would you leaving, or what?
I'm still here for the last topic.
Okay.
Well, it's almost over.
Yeah, it's almost over. We about to end the show. Wrap it up, fellas and ladies. Mr. Kilo, you got any bars you want to drop right quick? 50-second bar or something for us?
Oh man, I can always drop a bar. Check it out. You know, a lot of people they missing that real stuff. Check it. I got the kind of cash cats want to talk about, swearing that they know me, don't know what the hell they talking about what they gonna do to me and talking loud. But when these fools see me, it's just something they just talked about. See, you ain't on if you ain't what these niggas talk about. I get it in these streets, so I know what the hell I'm talking about. If I ain't talking, bet my Bentley Cooper's talking loud, so talk your little ish. But I don't hear it because I flush it loud. I got the kind of ammunition that'll flush a crowd, cremate you niggas. All right, baby, you can flush it now. And VIP with VIP is kind of cushy now. I'm B.I.G. and D.I.B. The boss is kind of pushy now. I've been standing on the edge. You can push me now. I'm like them new engines. Only start if you push me now. Hard niggas mushy now. Hard niggas coochie now. Can I enjoy the fame? Why you niggas want to push me now? So now I'm pushing wigs. Why you acting pussy now? I'm pointing from the stand so they can push me in the pokey now. Now your son a poster child. Play the hokey pokey now. I sacrifice too much to fall for the okie dokie now. Ransom money, bail money. Ass up out of jail money. That want your kid alive, best aside not to tell money. He know I ain't bluffing. I ain't even got to tell money. More drama. I just call it hell money.
Cool.
All right, y'all. With that being said, we're gonna wrap up another weekend of the Focus Up Show. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Appreciate y'all continue to like, share, and subscribe to the show. And as always, y'all have a good week, good weekend. And until next time, y'all focus up.
We are
Appreciate
out.
the love.
Yes, sir.
Oh, bye.
Rough, right?